Hello students, welcome to my channel. My name is Darshan. I'm your maths prof. So in last session, we saw how you can find HCF and LCM using prime factorization method. Now this is the third session of the same chapter. In this session, we'll see how you can apply the BODMAS rule to solve any equation or any expression, just to simplify any expression basically. So let me tell you that this topic, if you see, you cannot find any questions in IGCSE past papers directly from this topic. So basically this topic is not for solving the past paper questions or solving IGCSE exam papers. So basically this is a tool for you which will be used in any equation when you are solving, whether it be simultaneous equations or quadratic equations, or whenever you are solving any quadratic expression, any algebraic expression as well as and algebraic fractions or anything. So whenever you are simplifying anything in the maths, this rules will be used. So these are basically tools. So we'll see few questions regarding that. You must have learned this BODMAS in your primary grades. So we are not solving too many questions based on this. These are just tools. We are brushing up the tools so that you can use them in any other questions. After completing the whole explanation of this chapter, we'll solve few questions also, past papers as questions as well as other important questions, and in those questions also there won't be any question based on solely on this topic BODMAS, but it will be used everywhere in arithmetic, in algebra, in whatever you say in the maths. All these BODMAS rule will be used there. Okay, so stay with me. Let's see. The full form of BODMAS is B for bracket, O is off, then D is division, then M is multiplication, A is addition, and S is subtraction. It gives you the priority while solving any or simplifying any expression. Whenever you can find the bracket, solve that bracket first, and then you go to off. Off is basically just a multiplication kind of thing, which we use in percentage solely. That when we find 30% off something, 80% off something, so that off is basically this. Then division, then multiplication, then addition, and then subtraction. So this gives you that priority sequence. First give the priority to brackets, and then off, then division, then multiplication, then addition, and subtraction comes the last. Okay, so let's see how we can solve the questions. I've taken some examples. The first example is this thing, 9 into 7 is in one bracket, divided by 27 minus 20. So as we already know that the order of the bracket comes the first, so let's solve the bracket first. 9 and 7 is inside the bracket, so let's solve that. 9 multiplied by 7, that is 63, and then divided by this 27 minus 20 will also be solved first, so that is 27 minus 20 is 7 only. Now we'll solve this division, so that's 63 divided by 7, which is 9. So that's your answer. Clear? Let's see another question. Okay, so this powers, you see 5 raised to 2, that is also considered as off. It's basically power 2 of 5. Okay, so before solving the division we'll solve that, but first priority is bracket. So let's solve this bracket first. 12 plus 13, that is 25. So we'll write 25 divided by 5 square, so that is 2 power of 5. Okay, so after the bracket, off comes the first, so let's solve that. 5 square is 25, and now we'll solve the division. So that is 25 divided by 25. If you divide any number by itself, you'll get 1. So your answer is 1 here. Clear? Let's see this little bit bigger question which involves more than one brackets. Yeah, so whenever there are multiple brackets, and if you find the brackets inside the brackets, so for solving that, first solve the bracket which is inside it. Okay, so first we'll solve this bracket as well as this bracket. After that we'll solve the bigger bracket. Okay, you start from the inside one. Okay, so let's start that. 1000 as it is minus this bigger bracket as it is, 6 as it is, into, let's solve this, 4 plus 20, that is 24, minus 4 times 3 plus 0 is nothing but 3. So we solved both the smaller brackets which are inside the bigger bracket. Now we'll solve the bigger bracket. But if you see inside this bigger bracket, there is multiplication as well as subtraction. So here also we'll use that board mass, that multiplication comes before the subtraction. So we'll solve the multiplication first, and while solving the multiplication we can solve both the multiplication simultaneously. So this 6 times 24, that is 144, and 4 times 3, it is 12. So we solve them simultaneously. You could have solved them separately also. First you solve the 6 minus 6 into 24 and minus, then keep the 4 into 2 as it is, and then solve it in the next step. But it's not necessary. Now you're in 8th 9th grade, so you must have done this in the primary grade, so we can do it directly. We can solve them simultaneously. So now this 1000 minus, now 144 minus 12 will be solved first. 144 minus 12 is 132. So we have solved the brackets. Now there is only one operation left, that is subtraction. So 1000 minus 132, so that will be 868. Clear? So this is your final answer. So these were all the questions based on the board mass. Again, I'm telling you, you cannot find the questions like this in your board exams, because these are just used as tools for solving any equation, any algebraic expression, any arithmetic expression, etc, etc. Okay, so just make sure you remember this board mass rule whenever we solve any kind of question, any kind of expression, any kind of equation. Clear? So that was it in this session. This was the third session, third part of the first chapter, that was board mass. And in next session we'll see indices, which is the most important topic of this chapter. You will find 2 to 3 questions in paper 2, as well as same kind of 2 to 3 questions in paper 4 every year, based on solely on indices. Okay, so make sure you practice enough in indices topic. This will be only the tool, so will not solve many questions based on this. This is just for your revision purpose. Fine, stay tuned, and we'll see indices in the next session. Thank you.